whining. Jimmy, stop whining. I'll just whip you up some mac and cheese. Can you make it with a good flavor? Of course, Jimmy. Everyone knows the best flavor is original flavor. No, Mom! Can you make
homemade authentic mac and cheese?
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make homemade mac and cheese completely from scratch. This recipe is way healthier and just tastes a million times better than the boxed original flavored stuff, if I hadn't already made that clear. So super simple, and it doesn't take a lot of time, so there's no reason why you shouldn't do this. And yeah, let's get into it. To start, grate 250 grams or 3 cups of cheddar cheese. The reason we're grating our own cheese is because pre-shredded stuff has this potato starch in it, which allows it to not clump in the bag, but it also makes it melt very oddly. So we're grating our own cheese so that it melts normally. You're also going to grate Gruyere cheese or any other flavor punching cheese you want to the same amount. Now that your cheese is grated, fill a large pot with 4 quarts of water, or whatever your 1 pound mac and cheese says to do. Place that over high heat and wait for it to boil patiently. Just sit right there. It helps with the flavor. Don't do what I just did. Now you're gonna add some oil into your pot, and I'm gonna salt my water just so that I don't make the Italians mad. Give that water a bit of a mix and put a lid over it and wait till it boils. Once your pasta water has reached a light boil, pour in 1 pound of rotini pasta and leave that to simmer for 10 to 15 minutes or whatever your box says. Now we've got to start making our sauce. So you're going to gently melt 1/3 cup of butter. When I say gently melt, just don't stick it in the microwave, like melt it over the stovetop. Now add 1/3 cup of flour and just mix that around until combined. I could have added a bit more butter, but it turned out just fine. Once your butter and your flour are combined, you're going to slowly stream in 3 cups of milk, stirring continuously as you do so. You want to just slowly stream it in because putting everything at once will create too many lumps. Now, with a wooden spoon, stir that around and then realize that there's a bunch of lumps and convert to a whisk. You want to beat that until it's smooth, and you're going to let that simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes until it's thickened up nicely.
You done any schoolwork, Jay?
Yeah? Yeah. You saw me.
You did.
Now, the moment everyone's been waiting for. We're about to get cheesy, folks. Here, so we're adding our cheddar right now. It's kind of sticking to the bottom of the bowl, but just use your hand and peel it out. You're gonna just gently mix that until it's combined with the rest of the milk because you don't want to pour in all your cheese at once. It just starts clumping together, which is exactly what you do not want. Now, add your Gruyere. I love Gruyere because it melts pretty nicely, but it's got such strong flavor and it's just awesome in macaroni and cheese. Now you're going to mix all that together and you'll see it immediately start thickening really nicely. And just keep doing that until, you're satisfied with the thickness of your sauce. But I recommend it gets pretty darn thick, like 10 C's. If you are lactose intolerant, this is now your time to look away. But everyone else, take a look at that cheese. Our sauce is thickened up so nicely, and it really looks like real cheese, and I'm sure it'll taste like it. Our sauce is done now, so we're going to grab our pasta and strain it through a metal sieve. That one's for Chase Bjorgard right there. But pour that into your pasta and just start mixing to combine now. Nothing special. This is really the part where it starts to come together because your pasta is going to start to absorb your thin sauce and it's going to just automatically thicken up. Well, I thought mine needed to be a bit more thick, so I just grated a bit more cheese and put it in there. That's totally optional. If you like your sauce more thin, you don't need to do this, but I just think it makes it a bit better. Now, bacon. This is where it's optional, but I really think bacon adds an awesome touch. I don't there's nothing really special here. You're just cooking bacon until it's nice and crispy. Put that on a plate with paper towels over it and you're going to gently pat off the oil on the bacon. Just it helps make it more crisp and not as soggy, which is kind of gross. Now, transfer your bacon to a medium-sized cutting board and start just rough chopping it. It's okay if all the pieces aren't the same shape. It gives you a variation of textures, which is really nice in something so soft and creamy like mac and cheese. Guide your bacon into your pasta and just start mixing to combine. I mean, does that not look amazing? Now, if you saved any extra bacon, you can put it on top to the bowl you're eating. I mean, whatever you want. That looks so beautiful. The little effort it took to not just whip up original flavored boxed mac and cheese, this just looks awesome. So let's give it a taste. So it's super creamy, and the bacon gives it a nice crunch at the end. The Gruyere, awesome flavor punch. Overall, just an awesome dish, and it was quite easy to make, honestly. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please consider subscribing. And until next time.